All right, I'm recording now. I gotta pull up my questions on my phone. It's just kind of acting slow. I wanted to mention though, I haven't really found a whole lot of information about you guys on the internet. I'm not sure if y'all are trying to like keep like some mystery or a mystique here or
Oh,
Yeah,
anything.
we're spooky.
yeah. Actually, that's I think part of starting up, and you could either push yourself out there a whole bunch, or be lazy and you're not going to see a whole lot of traction. We're kind of right in the middle where when we started, we did actually want that kind of like spooky. Don't really want a whole lot of like knowns out there. Um, but
I
I
get
don't
it.
know. It kind of translated a little differently as we started to be more active.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're goofy dudes. We like to show it.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
so it was more of like a for the bit thing and see how long that was gonna run, But then we were like, oh, maybe like it's good to be a little more personal and show fake.
no, I get that, but the sort of attitude that I noticed is more so like you guys aren't the like big announcement band or this or that. You guys really
Oh yeah,
don't
Oh
no,
mind
yeah,
waiting
we're very
around.
anti big announcement.
Well, yeah, you
No
don't
big
mind
things
waiting
coming here.
around, making a project, coming up with something that's actually really worth showing off before really announcing it. It's kind of cool
yeah,
that you guys do that and don't really like, oh, hey, we're in the studio 3 months later, 6 months later, year or two later. I like that sort of attitude. Just like going to the drawing board, don't really need to speak about any of the project till you guys got something chalked up. And hell, this recent stuff is really exciting me.
yeah.
Big
No,
fan.
yeah. That
Alex
much respect.
Sasson features on that Soul, was it Soulcaster or am I
A
mispronouncing it?
spellcaster, yeah,
Spellcaster, yeah.
Spellcaster.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Alex Sasson or Sason. I'm not.
Jason Sasson.
Yeah,
Sorry, butchering the name. I don't
Me
know.
too,
yeah.
man.
It's new. It's new.
Yeah, it's new. But yeah, no, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he just posted that he's like, "Yo, I'm down to do features. Hit me up." So I just fucking DM'd him,
Really, it
set it
really
up
just
that
went
way.
about that
But
way.
it's so weird because like when we were writing that song is a like a tribute song to Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia murder, and when we were writing that, I was like, "We're gonna have Alex on this." Like, had it in mind already, and then that just lined up like super perfect, and yeah, got it.
Taking on that, it kind of also even like pulling it to the root is I can't remember exactly the name of the album off the top of my head, but Undeath's Black and White album, they had Trevor feature on one of their songs at that time. I should know the song right.
Oh yeah, no, Legions of a Different Kind.
Yeah. I mean, such a banger, and that was like something that really jet propelled them, and there was some sort of like love that we had felt for seeing that in the scene, and that story and that kind of relationship being so close to something that we were also like fans of both of, and kind of wanted to marry and tether together for ourselves as a story.
Right.
Very full circle.
Yeah. So it was something we knew that we wanted, and it just lined up perfectly. Where I mean it came out to be something super cool. We also got to talk to those guys back at X-Ray Arcade, and like I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was a while. It was them and Sanguisugabog and No Mas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite
And,
the lineup there.
Yeah, it was gnarly. It was so sick.
Yeah, we
But
got
got
chopped
the-
up for like an hour or so.
Yeah, it was cool. They're cool dudes.
Yeah.
Very nice, very, very humble dudes.
We gotta get you booked at the X-Ray Arcade again, dude. That's like my favorite venue to go to currently.
It's like our favorite venue.
Yeah,
It's so
good
sick.
people, a lot of fun. I mean, it's I think the perfect size.
Yeah.
Like
I hate to
it's
say
not
the
too big.
word when it comes to like this genre, obviously, but it feels a lot more of like an intimate performance. You're not like sitting in front of like a massive crowd of people trying to fight your way to the front and feeling rude. Like it's like 80 people, like 100 people, and there's even arcade machines, so there's a little bit for everybody. It feels like.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you just want to sit there and play games and like have you guys per se for like a soundtrack while you're playing some video games, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. You're in there even chewing on some wings or, sipping a beer or whatever,
They do got good.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys this because I'm trying to look up any info I can on you guys. It looks like I'm gonna be getting these questions first. How did all you guys meet? Was it like through school, Facebook, like just random common interests, tape trading?
Yeah, that's a lot of lore to put together because it was special in a lot of angles.
Yeah. So it was originally so me and Luke have known each other fucking 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So we were little kids.
Go back to grade school.
Yeah.
Not a special learning school, but like an alternative sort of school. And
it was like a K through 8 school that
it's for the kids who don't want to do homework, man. I went through the same shit.
I was the anger management kids.
Yeah,
it was a bunch of like angry ass kids in a school together.
But we also learned a lot of stuff that I already learned by the time I went to high school, and I was like, we covered this.
But yeah, we've known each other since fucking way back, and we've done a few projects along the way, of various genres. So yeah, me and Luke have known each other forever, and then Matt I met through starting this band, and then Alex we met through me and Matt work at the same place, and we met him through there, and just kind of all jived. But I met Matt because I started the band in like COVID times. I was trying to do like a side project, or not a side project, but like a internet project. And then I was loving the songs, wanted to jam them with people. So I hit up my buddy Tommy. And then he got Matt. So he knew Matt from other bands that he was in. And rest in power to Tommy because he passed away.
You say that name in Wisconsin, there's a lot of homies out there that know and love the guy. I mean, he was everywhere. He's every bit a part of metal in Wisconsin that there could be. And
absolutely,
it's a big loss. He ended up passing from cancer the other year. But he was a big integral part about getting things started, getting the ball rolling, and being like serious about it. As he said, it was more of kind of a like to have fun, and it very slowly but quickly became a like, oh no, this is like that's something to be done. And at that point is what you hit me up.
Yeah, I hit him up. Well, he was talking about moving to 2 different places. I can't remember. It was either Green Bay or somewhere else.
It was like I wanted to go like west or just change up like my pace at that time. I was living northern Wisconsin, and
nothing to do up there, man. Besides get
lost.
Right.
Yeah, there's only so many things, and that got old. It was either like Montana or like Texas, and he very quickly was like, "All right, well, hold the brakes. Like before you do something like that." I got the stern, and pretty much like I want you here. You can feel it out for like a year, and go from there. And still here, So
try and get you more of a home base, get you want to stick around a bit.
Yeah,
That's good.
Well, and at that time, I think we had no, for sure. As I moved down, you guys had 3 songs.
We had the first 3 songs of the demo, which was Where Rats Go to Die, Glued to the Cell, and Mercy Curse.
Me,
Matt,
to the Cell is my favorite.
Tommy were jamming those. What's up?
I said Glued to the Cell is definitely my favorite on that demo. It's crazy, dude. Yeah. Like at first I heard it on YouTube, I was like, okay, there's gotta be even a better way to listen to this because I can tell like the streaming service has taken away some of what you guys were doing with the mixing there. So I went on your Bandcamp and I saw the FLAC files. I was like, all right, I pulled those up, blasted on my Persona speakers, and dude, like I gotta say, it's really damn good sounding. Like I'm surprised more people haven't heard you guys. I'm surprised you guys haven't like gone like on an extensive tour or something. Like I don't know what the sort of
me and the drummer are Matt. We're both family men, so leaving is not super easy to do.
Right.
So we got to plan that pretty extensively when we do that.
But yeah, he ended up having his first child the year that we were starting to really put the album together, and between that and then we had like a laptop crash. So it just kind of like it halted things from travel planning. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just, kind of got lost in the mix. So it's a big reason why things took a second.
But hey, it's good that you're conscious about that stuff. I notice a lot of people when they make such a project that gets people like me so excited, they're almost willing to drop any priorities, even family, for instance, just to
Sure.
go and try and go for it, man. And I
Well, if we
respect
were
that you guys are
younger,
conscious about that.
Yeah, where like if I was 22 doing this or whatever.
If we were younger and not really thinking too much, that might be a very easy thing to do.
Yeah, how old are you guys now?
31.
Yeah, we're both 31 at this point.
Man, you guys do not look like you're in your 30s. I'll tell you, you guys look like you're my age, 25.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, for the partying that's been done too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a grace. I can't really,
Banana peels.
yeah. Two banana.
Monkey don't cry.
To pull it back though, just because I want to give the respects to that original demo, with like when you were asking how everyone came to be, Tommy was a part of those first 3 tracks. Tommy named "Glued to the Cell."
He wrote the chorus, dude.
He wrote the chorus. Wow. And shortly after I ended up coming in, we made Death Whistle somewhere along the lines. And at that time, Tommy was kind of stepping back, and we didn't know what was going on at the time. It turned out to be, medical, and he's still stuck with his other band, Eisen.
Yeah.
Love the Eisen guys. Great black metal out of Green Bay here.
Yeah.
He was one of the founding people, and as he, took the step back, that's where Alex became a part of the picture.
Yeah.
And he's such a phenomenal and very understanding player. I mean, we couldn't believe, to go from like, oh shit, to like, oh, okay, like maybe things are going a lot smoother than we thought they were gonna. So
right. Well, I wanted to say, like, dude, it really does suck that cancer has taken away so many of like the best, some of the best frontmen, especially, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So many I could think of off the top of my head, but there's no point really discussing that.
Some of the best people, it's a heavy thing.
Death is a heavy subject for sure, and
hence why death metal also becomes a little more important to some people. In a aspect of kind of like how Chuck Schuldiner even looked at things. Death metal is a little more than always the gruesome facts and the heavy stories that we like to make.
Right, or the sci-fi-esque sort of lyrics. Like sometimes it can just be very real. People can speak in a very real way. So, I'll get on to another question here really quick, so we're not staying on the bummer topic there.
No, absolutely no. Yeah, for sure.
What influence do y'all share, and what influences do you guys like really not share? Like, is there like music that you guys listen to that's just like, keep that away from me, dude. Keep that influence away from me.
Not really any like super anti. Me and Alex have a couple, but they're like silly. But no, as far as like collectively, I would say Gorguts, Morbid Angel, and Cannibal Corpse is like our. That's the core of this band.
And you throw in the like Grave and Tomb for the HM2. So like obviously your classic worship stuff. It's hard to not,
It feels like it goes further.
We're death metal dudes. We like all of every little nitty gritty of everything.
Like when I was reading your genre,
listen to fucking a Feather and Bone. I don't know if that's in the shot or not, but I have a flag hanging up back there.
Yeah.
But we're jamming everything that's brutal as fuck.
Well, for sure, it feels like you guys go further.
Different music. Oh, I'm sorry.
It feels like you guys go way further. Like I was reading up on the genre you guys list yourselves as, and like I definitely hear some of that black metal influence. I definitely hear, honestly, like rock and roll psychedelic influence. Strangely enough, I don't know how you guys do it. Like I don't know if you use Kahlers or Floyd Rose, but it feels like I'm hearing influence literally just in the technique there. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's a little of both, and I think you could break that apart in a lot of ways where so like those cores are obviously just stating the like what this band was kind of based off of. and the ideals we still try to keep as a through line with everything, but there's many aspects that we like ourselves, and also just like conceptually for the music knew it was going to be a part of things. We just didn't know how it was going to happen at one point until, you know, it just naturally occurred. But, you know, you can go from like the psychedelic stuff from, you know, Pink Floyd.
A lot of the Doors, a lot of, you know, even like kind of not even psychedelic, but, you know, the Kinks. I'm really into the Kinks and like the Monkeys and shit like that.
Vishnu.
Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Fucking so good. But like Rush, King Crimson, you know, Frank Zappa, that's all a huge influence on us. My dad was a schooled guitar player.
He's a big jazz fusion guy.
Yeah, he loves the fusion, loves jazz, loves blues. So I grew up around a lot of like really cool guitar shit.
And we grew up together.
Yeah. Talented guitar stuff too, you know? Like
yeah. Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, like some of our fucking favorites probably, like, especially as being, you know, friends learning at that same pace. And then, you know, you listen to a band like Cacophony with, you know, Marty Freeman and Jason Becker in it.
Racer X. You know,
like
a lot of that kind of stuff.
It becomes almost educational, stuff. You know? Like, just like, I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought. Satch Boogie, like
oh hell
Joe
yeah,
Sinatra,
sure.
Joe Satriani, yeah. I don't
know.
This beer has my brain kind of going.
Like wheelhouse right there. So that's like I'd wake up on a Saturday, and my dad's bumping some Satriani or like Steve Vai or something, and I come down, you know, he's making breakfast, and we're talking guitar all day. And it was it's very cool, you know.
Just listen to that. It's like teaching you scales.
I'm sorry?
So just listening to those sort of tunes, it's like teaching you scales. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And then he would like break it down because he's like a theory guy. So he would like, you know, note by note this shit. And I was, you know, little kid, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but so cool. Eventually learned it, you know, throughout school and stuff.
Right.
But
and that's
when
what's
I was
important.
Young, it was just like, wow. This is crazy.
It does seem very overwhelming for a long time. Good 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, even now sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just saw a guy the other day. He's using his thumb, and I was like, "Oh, I suck at guitar now. Cool."
I never used my thumb yet, but dude, I got big ass hands, like, so
wild stuff.
I will say though, for going from like there's got to be more to that. Is you know, you can start to look at other influences, like the big blood incantation thing was a big craze, and it was right in our pocket, especially before they like really blew up. So that was something kind of special to take in as some inspo. But we also
like the Undeath dudes. That was huge for me when Legions of a Different Kind came out. I was like
weird playing. And
it was a huge part on me to be like, I want to do this band. Was seeing that band, seeing you know, Gatecreeper. Obviously, that's a huge influence for me starting this band. But yeah, a lot of that whatever you want to call it, that new wave of old school death metal kind of thing was huge on me when it first came out, and still now. I love all those bands still.
Yeah. I find it weird how the community looks at it as like a new wave of old school death metal. I don't know. I just see it as like the way
it's just death metal, dude.
Yeah, it's just death metal.
It is. But there was a good 15-year hiatus where no one was paying attention to it. Well, not no one, but you know,
if not paying attention to it, like everybody went to like a more modern sound and more modern playing, modern everything. Just trying to push the bill in that way.
It's gonna happen,
but that's where you get your Black Dahlia murders and, you know, all that good stuff too. You know, so I respect it all.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. There's so much good modern stuff too.
Yeah.
There's there's something to be said about, you know, Scream Bloody Gore and Slowly We Rot and you know, Covenant Domination. I'm a huge Domination guy.
I will attribute though our like coming off of the previous project we were doing kind of also geared us up for doing a lot of weird ideas going forward with a heavy project, because we were doing something that was like originally more like 70s psychedelia, and then it became more rock, then became more alternative, then like we did heavier stuff like kind of Gojira-esque or something like that, and then coming into this, it kind of carried through, but at the same time of it was supposed to be this like caveman thing conceptually, and as we stepped into writing more material together, it just progressed into a little more technical, a little more playful, and at the end of the day, really just making really fun riffs to play. So like we're all, enjoying what we're doing, and
also adding Alex into the mix. He's a very technical player. He's a very it's funny because he's not really like that schooled, but he's a very schooled on himself musician. So I think adding him to the mix, we were all just kind of like, how far can we challenge ourselves? And not to say that we're like, we're not doing necrophagus stuff or anything like that.
We like to keep things right in the middle.
Yeah,
I feel, and
we like hardcore riffs. We like necrophagus riffs. We like King Crimson and Rush and Mahavishnu Orchestra. We like all the technical shit. We like all the groovy, simple, dumb guy caveman shit.
Right.
It's, we just love it,
The play stuff we want to play, I guess.
Just like Lee Harrison said to me the other, like, I think it was like a week ago now. He said they don't want to write stuff that's so technical that's just gonna fly over people's heads.
No.
And I jokingly mentioned Yngwie Malmsteen.
Sure.
Well, I love the guy, bit of a character.
Yeah, absolutely. But, time and place.
And I understand what you mean by the cavemen sort of stuff. That's just more fun, sort of starting out. That's the real demo stuff, just seeing how you guys like flow together even under just basic riffing. But I like it more in the middle. It can be like technical enough to keep you on your toes at the edge of your seat, maybe a sweat coming from your eyebrow, but like, it ain't gonna fly over your head. It's something you could chew on. That's just shit I enjoy.
We like groove. We like it tasty, That's one thing with like talking about my dad is we grew up on a lot of blues and a lot of Pantera, ZZ Top, like groovy shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we like you to be able to shake your ass to it, but we also want to be like, look at our fingers at the same time.
Right, catchy yet creative and talented.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's the goal.
To throwing in some of that mix, which I distinctely remember, kind of incorporating into some songwriting at the beginning, was going, okay, if we're gonna have this really like notey part, let's take a break after for a second, like maybe just for us, like even though it just sounds good, like it feels good when you're playing a whole set too to have some pause points, so
right.
Absolutely.
There's no need to do like push yourself to the limits, like to the point where you're needing to drink a whole bottle of water in between songs to keep yourself hydrated.
Power to the guys that do, like the Origin or like any ripping groups, I couldn't imagine, and nor would I personally choose to do that an entire set.
If I wasn't doing vocals, I could do it.
Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
But if I'm doing vocals, don't ask me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get about people with like the whole pedal board setup. Actually, I can kind of convey into this sort of question. What kind of equipment do you guys use on the regular? I just have a Boss GT1. It seems to be just simple. Like I couldn't imagine hitting a pedal switch to, you say it's a staple?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I think anything Boss, honestly. Yeah.
Well, I'm just talking about a single pedal here, though. Like, I could imagine you guys got a pedal board, so like that's complicated in my mind.
Okay.
They're pretty modest. It's not for like claiming the psychedelia thing. Like, we're not too crazy. My board's set up right over there, so I'm kind of like peeking at it. But
do you guys gotta like hit your switches mid song, mid set? Like, how complicated does that get?
We're not doing like MIDI switching or anything. We're clicking the pedals on and off.
Dang.
Luke's grabbing it right now.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we both use BC Rich Ironbirds. I use one of the newer Legacy series MK1s. Luke uses a old, I think it's an 80s, possibly a 90s MK1 NJ series. His has a Kaler with some EMGs. I think it's I can't remember the name of them. They're like a passive one, but they sound sick.
He's gonna have
And
to send me a
then
picture at some point, dude. That literally sounds like
yeah,
the
dude, yeah,
perfect
Yeah,
specs.
for sure.
oh, dude, it's so sick. It's so sick. It came kind of fucked up. We had to do some neck pocket repair. But,
Yeah, goddamn
Yeah.
guitar. I mean, like,
it works.
Yeah.
It's doing good. It's doing good.
yeah.
Hey, you
But
should
yeah,
see
so
my
we
other
used those.
one.
I used some Seymour Duncan distortions that came in the guitar. It's the only guitar I've ever bought in that like stock. I'm like, fuck yeah, like this is good. Let's go.
You can tell someone loved it. Like,
Oh, your guitar, yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
But no, yeah, dude. So his guitar, the back of it, it's so yellowed, like the gloss over the maple, that like from a distance it looks like it's painted red. And then the
Wow.
closer you get, it's just like this really dark amber. It's cool. It's
That's
a really
killer.
cool guitar. But yeah, so that's what we use for guitars. We don't really have any backups at the moment. And then pedal boards.
I'll say
Sure.
for just immediately for answering the question before we're diving deeper into pedals, you did say what are the like standalone staples. We both have a metal zone on our fucking setups.
Hey,
We
nothing
both
wrong with
have
that.
we
If
both
it gives
have
you the
an
tone you
HM
want, then what's the issue there? People are gonna judge over a name. Come on now, it's
Here,
a
I can
sound
even-
you want.
Hold on, I gotta.
That's my thoughts on that.
Shit's falling apart. Sorry, I just did some like pedal board repair. But yeah, so here we go. So we got
HM2.
we start with the metal zone.
Yeah.
Which we do. So me and Luke run some solid state heads. I use an orange Gain Baby. He uses a Quilter. I think it's the Overdrive 202.
It sounds about
But yeah, so we use these. He uses a little more gain, but we are essentially just doing the like crowbar thing. So like no gain, all level, EQs up the middle. We're not fucking anything fancy there. But it's just pretty much as like a boost, and it's fucking ripping. And then it goes into the green guy up here. That's my HM2. It's a Lone Wolf Audio, which is now Void Manufacturing. It's the Gate Creeper Edition left-hand path.
I'm rocking the Lone Wolf still, but the OG.
Well, it's the left-hand Wrath is
right.
what he's using.
Yeah.
Which very similar. This is like the first version. His is like the deluxe of this kind of thing.
Right.
I could be kind of wrong on that. Sorry, Joe.
We
Um,
have
see your
to play
chromatic
around
tuner
with
there.
some others. What was that?
Oh, I see your chromatic tuner there.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
sure, yeah.
That's I like to keep Boss stuff in there because they got buffers in them, and it, just kind of cleans your signal up. But yeah, so a little Boss tuner action, nothing crazy. And then that goes into the red guy down there. That's my Earthquaker Devices Grand Orbiter. It's a phaser. It's the sickest phaser, dude, and it does some vibrato shit. It does like crazy slow sweeps and crazy fast sweeps. You can like hold it so you can kind of do like a cocked wah kind of thing.
Right.
It's really cool. I like it a lot. And then my most important pedal is this very cute pink one down here. That's the Earthquaker Devices Rainbow Machine, and that's essentially just my chorus is how I have it set up. But on the record and stuff, we do some crazy shit with it. Live, I'll do some crazy like rev up, psychedelic noises with it. But yeah, it's the longest running pedal on the board besides the green one. And then yeah, just into a Boss noise suppressor.
Oh,
And
I
then
was
in my
wondering what
effects
that
loop
was.
for my lead tone, I have a God City Instruments by Kurt Ballou. I have his Riff Child. With the boost and gain pretty much off, and it's still like crazy fucking loud. And then I boost the treble and bass a little bit. And then to make it wet for the solos, I do the Earthquaker Devices Afterneath, which seems kind of crazy because it's like a super ambient, like wild reverb pedal, but it actually you can tame it down, and it does a great like 80s thrash lead tone kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, that's it. It's on a Nux board, fucking cheap as hell. I got a MXR power supply. That's it.
Yeah, major difference for me is really solo wise is the Dunable Eidolon. It's got nice 3-in-1 kind of action. You got
It's essentially this in one pedal.
Yeah.
Like a boost, delay, reverb. Yeah, boost, delay, reverb. That's it.
yeah.
But it's got a tap tempo. It's really cool. It's sweet. It's designed with Dave Davidson from Reputation.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fucking dog.
Yeah.
We don't know him, but he's so fucking sick.
Yeah, those guys rock. Yeah, the only other thing on my board, I think that is, well, I mean, I have a couple that play around with, like,
He's got a Boss phaser or flanger.
Yeah,
high band flanger. I let him use
Hummingbird Trem, and
Earthquaker Devices Hummingbird, which is a tremolo, but it's like a super hard clipping, like does some crazy like jet, kind of Butthole Surfers esque.
Right.
Which is actually used on the last track of the newest album.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle. And I'll leave by saying, I mean, we're getting close enough. It's like a good 13-minute long song.
Yeah, we got a long one at the end.
Yeah, dude. You know, I like those actually. I sorry, I'm like stuttering here. I asked Lee Harrison about that because he was mentioning how they sort of like put their songs together, and I was like, have you ever thought of doing like one of those wild 13, 16-minute songs? Like I've seen, well, I usually see it with black metal artists especially. But yeah. I was gonna ask about when do you guys plan on putting out that album? I know the date, but it would be nice for it to be said here so everybody else knows.
Yeah.
Whoever sees this.
Yeah, I actually don't even really know.
So there's no official, but as of right now, we're sitting at June 19th. We were gonna let it sit around, like when we had merch, CDs all available. Might have been a little sooner, now a little later.
Yeah.
But everything seems like as of this week, hopefully we get everything thrown up by the end of the month.
Oh, dude, so that means you guys are gonna have merch and physical releases ready too? Because that was gonna be the next question I had.
We'll have some CDs right away.
Yeah,
working on the vinyl and stuff right now.
Wanted to make sure that we had it set up for official drop date and for playing in Chicago the week after.
If you have any opportunity, please try to get that demo put out physically too somehow or another.
We did do. We were only gonna do the 50 CDs and never again.
Yeah.
But we've gotten a lot of people asking about doing some more of the demos on cassette.
Yeah, and also putting it on other streaming. So there will be talk. There is a good.
It'll be on streaming for sure.
Yeah, we'll throw it on streaming. But it'll probably happen. It's just when that happens.
Give us some time, I guess. Right. I mean, dude, imagine 10 years from now if it is way more anticipated, maybe you guys can just hold on to that in your back pocket or something.
Some up your sleeve. So I think that was the original idea of not but yeah, fuck, it's just a random demo, but like the idea.
No, it's a damn good demo, dude. It was good enough that I saved on my PC.
Hey, yeah, fucking thank you.
Seriously, thank you.
But like going back to the very beginning of like the whole like bit sort of spooky sort of like let's limit this mindset is where that 50 and done, just keep it fucking cult and I don't know.
Also, shout out to the homie Alex Branch or Bront.
Oh yeah,
he put out the demo.
He's the one that did approach us actually of like, hey, let's throw this on CD, and we were like, okay, we're like, all right. I don't know why we weren't really thinking.
Yeah, we're very much like a live band. Like we just were like, let's play shows, and let's write music, and
has been a learning curve in that first year though too. I mean, you kind of learn how to become a business and how to market yourself instead of just how to make it worth it instead of just having fun, know. So
right, because you can't constantly keep pouring thousands of bucks into it, even though we'd all love to, shit.
Oh yeah, my God,
we're still putting hella money into it, but like
hence the reason it took us an extra time for our first release here, like. And that was, we still got by pretty damn good with doing it mostly ourselves and then help from Ryan Sable. Out of Enemy Studios, I believe.
I don't know the studios, but he was, the engineer, producer, your slave. We call him henchman number 5. And he just brought a bunch of amps, and he really helped with making that recording process go smooth. The way we wanted to do it too, because we wanted to do it with like miking up cabs and doing it the old the old school, new school way. We're not doing it analog on tape or nothing, but like we wanted everything mic'd up. We wanted to use
raw. We want it real. Yeah. We want it to sound like an old. And honestly, he approached us. Alex knew him from doing sound gigs, and he dug what we were doing. And he said from the get-go, and I can attribute the fact that he was right. He was like, I know what you guys want. And we're, you kind of go in with someone you don't really know, and you're like, like, okay, like maybe.
You're never too sure about how serious they are, and then on top of it, how serious you are to work with them due to that. I feel that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he killed it. He did. He knew what was going on. So very happy for being something that wasn't set in the studio and throwing thousands and thousands of dollars at to like make it be something more than it is. I think it's just perfectly better than what I expected, but what it should be, and what it is. So
speaking on like the whole recording thing, just more like humble question here. Was the studio more like a home studio? Like when you talk about spending money,
it was a basement.
Like,
it's our jam. Our bassist.
The undisclosed location that is our bassist's house. So we
like
weren't supposed to tell you guys that, so we're gonna have to remember stuff.
Oh shit, yeah.
But to send some people to me. I was gonna actually ask though. But when you talk about spending money on like an album or a recording like this, do you have to like pay people to come and help you out by chance, or is this like spending money on equipment?
That's essentially and this and that? We paid Ryan, and then Alex, our bass player, he did a lot of the engineering stuff in school, and he's done a lot of his own projects, so he was feeling pretty confident with it, with the help of Ryan. So yeah, we pretty much just paid Ryan to help engineer. He had a producing hand, and then we essentially rented a ton of gear from him. That was so a lot of toys. Yeah, a lot of fucking candy. It was fun. He had we played some cool Mesa boogies, some hi-wats, some orange stuff that I just adore. The orange OR-15 is a head that is slept on so hard, and it's like the best metal head. It's the best blues head.
It's the best doom head.
It does everything. It's just, it's 15 watts, so you blow it if you play it live.
I've heard a lot about them, or the orange products, like from what I can tell, it's like the doom metal sort of amp
yeah,
head,
they do the tight thing though. They do the tight metal thing though really well, but you can add some mids. Their mids aren't like spiky like a couple other brands, or like they're not very brutal in the high end. They have that ass. I don't know, dude. That's, as Ryan Sable would say, that ass. But
or as Tommy would say, that tone.
Absolutely. But yeah, orange is that's my go-to. I love orange. I love PV. Yeah, that's pretty much what I used for the most part, was orange PV, and then this Mesa Boogie. I think it was a dual rec. I don't think it was a dual
we got which was an OG member of the band for me, Sun Cab.
Literally right.
Concert lead from like the 70s, thrown into I think the last track as well, the 13-minute one.
Yeah. That was your main rhythm tone for the last track was a 1970s Sun concert lead. Yeah.
But otherwise it was really just Ryan that, like I said, he approached us and came up. We did the whole recording process in that basement, start to finish. They took it to home base with him down to Elkhart, and they got cooking for a few months. And I don't know, the whole thing was probably what, 8 months total?
Yeah, probably. Well, it was from late November to sometime in February. I'm going to say mid-February was the recording process. And then they started back up because Alex had some gigs. We were starting up working.
They're also working on it only like once or twice a week too. So.
Yeah. Well, they didn't really start until like, I don't know, probably April, maybe March, maybe late March.
Can't get exact dates.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's on Alex. But yeah, they started a little later and just worked really hard on it from that point on and got her done.
Something about that is intimidating though. Like you mentioned 3 months.
Oh,
These guys
yeah.
sound like they have like a lot of knowledge on this stuff and it's still like I just don't know anything about this. 3 months, it's like, wow, dude, that sounds like a little intimidating. Imagine somebody like me who knows nothing.
It's pretty wild, like sitting on mute. Like I always heard about it from bands and I'm like, I'm prepared, I'm ready for it. No, dude, like the stir crazy was wild. Like I don't know. I started skateboarding again. It was crazy. I had a whole midlife crisis.
And even more so for them, like, one, there's the love of it, but then you get like halfway through and I'm sure you're just kicking rocks, and we're sitting on the sidelines, going, no,
they're burnt out and we're like too juiced up kind of.
Yeah.
They're burnt out and trying to tighten up stuff that probably doesn't need to be tightened up,
They did a good job. They did a great job.
Oh, I think they did an amazing job, but yeah, just the workload of all that. I couldn't imagine what it takes to like not one just write music the way that y'all did, but the mixing of all that.
Yeah, I think that's constantly a struggle when you get into those gaps for us individually. Also, like I'll say, like I've held on the brakes immensely. I really have tried not to write anything recent, but that's also because we've had a lot of material spill out that we do have in banks and stuff, and like deciding what to do with it or what direction, because not all of it is also just straight like the funerary sound. Some of it is like, well, what are we feeling, what are we playing, or it's like just having fun with something, something like slammy, something whatever, just more straight up, but wouldn't be going on something that's a full-length album. So, but then there's stuff that you also make that totally could, or you get on a really creative bug, or you get some riff in your head.
Yeah. Mine was like right when the weight started to happen for us when they were working. That's when I was going stir crazy, so I started recording riffs, and I got like 8 riffs in, and I'm just sending it to the guys. And I'm like, what are we doing? And it was just like, I need to chill out. And that's kind of when I took a pause. So I haven't really been writing much lately. I've just been practicing and stuff. But yeah, we got some stuff in the banks that is just storage for now. But
yeah, at the moment, I think we're just taking a breather, and especially for, like we said, like Alex taking on the workload this past year, and having such an intimate time with it. Could be stressful thinking about new material in any future that's near at all, and so you give some space and allow, like, okay, how do we go about this next year, on top of how do we start to plan for the next process. And so I think we're just in a gap right now where we're going to allow
focus on shows and releasing the record.
Yeah,
getting it out in the world.
As the next couple months go on, kind of focus up again and have that discussion. And then again, you have some stuff in the bank, and then you start making some other serious riffs or whatever. Right. It's all on what you want to focus on at that moment. And we've been smart enough to communicate with each other the whole time. I think we're really fortunate as a band to not only get along and be able to sit down and groove with each other, we also can communicate pretty easily and make sure that, like, there's never...
we all live in the same town too, which is pretty easy. So like we actually see each other. Like I work with Matt. I see Matt every fucking day.
Drummer, for if having a reference.
Matt is drummer. Alex is bass player.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just nice that, like, even if it's like we're not jamming, it's like, hey, I fucking left my water bottle at your house, Alex. Can I go grab it? It's just nice that we can communicate even like just as friends, really easy. But yeah, no, we're very transparent. That's it. Yeah.
Actually, to add on that, it wasn't even asked, but kind of leans towards some original fact of why we do a dual vocal kind of setup. There was a point where we debated doing vocalist, and we all just got along so well, and we were like, I mean, we've kind of messed around with this in our past, and like,
me and him were singing in our last band. We were kind of screaming at times, but we weren't like doing death metal vocals. But I was already like writing lyrics and stuff, so I was kind of doing it to write, and I was like, I could probably do this and play guitar.
And growing up, we both have done harsh vocal, like the lows.
If you're a metal fan, you're sitting in your car going, right. Fucking Cannibal Corpse on your way to work.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it just kind of stemmed with like, oh, this is like such a good chemistry going on, and like we can kind of do this, and then it turned a little more serious, and then it's like, oh no, we're at the point where we have to do this, and it came from necessity, but also choice. And afterwards, it was still kind of up in the air, and not long after, we're like, you know what, we're just gonna keep this closed doors. This is working. And it's only kind of kept going that way. There is times where like I love the whole creative process, like getting your vocals out on something while you're playing with it, and the lyrics, just everything conceptually. But there is days where you kind of go, fuck, I wish I wasn't doing both of this. I wish there was a guy and we could just hang out and we could, whatever, have fun on stage without having to be pulling double duty and stay just as focused. But it's got its rewards, and it's pullbacks.
It's fun. It's fun to have a microphone. It's also more fun to headbang, in my opinion. But fair. I don't know. I enjoy it. I also kind of I like talking to the people. I like saying what's up. I like doing the frontman thing. But I kind of wish I was either like vocalist or guitar player. But I love it. I love this fucking band. I love everything about it. Honestly. Sorry, there's some fucking dumb shit on my phone. Hold up.
No worries, brother. Here, I'll get into this next question here. I only have 2 more questions for you here, really.
That's cool.
I wanted to ask, where do you guys see yourselves going, like, from the position you're at next 3 to 5 years? Because especially, like, you guys called this, like, a little gap. I call it more like a hype little pocket, dude. This seems like next 3 months it could be way bigger than what you think. That's why I'm kind of thinking in my heart, man, or my stomach.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I mean, that's the dream, right?
Or when releasing music, you're kind of just like you're making it in hopes that people like it, but you're making it for yourself, so you kind of don't really think about that part of it as much.
It's the grand scheme. Like, it's always going to be that cloud, that you're looking at far in the distance.
Right.
No, like, I totally get that.
Where do I see us? I see some tours, a good amount of touring. I see, vinyl and more cool pressings of the music, because we haven't done that enough. Yeah, and playing with the bands we love. That was a huge part of starting this band, was literally just playing with the Undeaths, the Jungle Rots, the fucking Macaubres, you name it, Suffocation. We got to play a festival with them. That was crazy. We got to play with Oxygen Destroyer. That was amazing. Mutilation Barbecue. They're the homies. The homies. They have helped us out so much. They are one of the coolest bands ever.
Yeah, and all of those literally just
Yatoma.
Yeah.
The dogs. Gotta
talk. Dweller boys.
The Dweller dudes.
No, but like those talks of just sitting in the kitchen, like shooting the shit, having a beer, ripping a dart or whatever, and going, fuck, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
As you're listening to those guys' records, as they're doing it, as they're putting in the work, and then there you are, down the line playing with them, and it's like, well, shit, here we are. We're doing some of the checklists. You just want to keep checking off those checklists, and not really put a date or a pace to it.
I really like there's a thing that Wade McNeil from kind of a weird thing if we're a death metal band, but I'm going to talk about Alexis on Fire real quick. But Wade McNeil from Alexis on Fire is talking about, he's like, we always had these like super, it might have been Dallas, someone from Alexis on Fire had these small goals that they just set like the whole way throughout their career until they took that hiatus and stuff. Where, you know, it was like, play this venue, go on this tour, do this, that, until it was like, I think, go to Japan or something like that. And yeah, I would say that's kind of our mindset. It was like, at first it was like, we want to play with a couple local bands. Like, we wanted to play with Choke really bad. And like right away, boom, we got to play with Choke at a venue that we were like, we want to play Lyric Room when it's packed. Boom, we played a sold out show at the Lyric Room.
Wow,
which is a small venue in Green Bay. It's not a big spot. But to us, that was like crazy. Our like second or third show, we were like, wow, there's fucking, 85 people here or whatever.
No, dude, that's really exciting. Talk about like you said,
dude,
making
we were
small
shaking
goals,
in our
big
boots.
goals. Oh, I could imagine. I mean, I would too. Like my goal, my small goal is just to be able to riff with this guy who I've been playing with for a couple months now. And the goal, the end goal is just to do bar gigs, really. So like,
dude, absolutely.
Hearing what you guys are talking
how we
about.
started.
That's how it starts.
Playing with Jungle Rot, like, wow, dude, you guys are like living the dream.
That was truly the scariest moment. After that, everything was kind of like not so scary because,
at least for that year, for sure.
Yeah, that was like unreal. There was like, I think 400, maybe a little less than 400 people there.
Yeah, it was like three.
But for us, it was a little less. But still, I was well over 100 people were there, and they were moshing. It got fucking crazy. Honestly, that show was wild. But very cool learning experience. Very just unbelievable experience, and I cannot thank McQuabber and Toxic Ruin dudes. I know Steven and Layton for sure. Really helped us out with that, and that was really cool of them. That was a fucking cool experience.
That's the thing is, you make these relationships, you set up these goals, and you one by one kind of hit them as long as you're staying focused and real about your craft. And that's, I think, as we've just said, gonna be this same thing that's gonna hopefully carry forward into something even more special than it already is. And you just keep going for that, keep putting our stuff out there as bigger and wider as we can get it, with a more understandable contract with someone or something, and getting signed by someone. And if it's bigger or whatever at the moment, but
just moving further. That's the goal. One small stone at a time,
Hopefully you get signed by somebody who gives you the cash you need to move ahead. That's really all.
Right. Just let us play more places. We
just want to play. At the end of the day, we just want to play. We just want to fucking write our music, and we want people to dig it. Like, we don't even really care about like world tours. We don't care about who it's with necessarily. I mean, to an extent, but we don't care about the money. We just want to do this thing that we've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing with the money aspect of making things work better for you is, as stated earlier, with having families and other schedules, is if you get a little more money behind you, it makes it a little easier to go, oh, we can play here, we can do
you get a bit more freedom there.
It's a little easier instead of just going, shit, what can we afford?
It opens up the opportunities
work
in
a
every
full
way.
year just to plan out your one tour and then kind of figure it out.
Last year we ended up hitting Minneapolis,
Fargo, and Madison.
As just a smaller one, and we wanted to do it bigger.
Let's really start getting our feet wet. We tried to get an Iowa date, but there was some issues there. But either way, that was a really cool experience. Thank you to the Utoma dudes.
Yeah, I mean, those are road dogs from Wisconsin. 100%. They're everywhere. They've really laid some groundwork for us, and as they were still in their second year, before they were really going out far. I remember talking to them separately and going go for it, what's holding you back already, and watching them really tear it up has been insane. And crazy to say also, the old heads just saying that, and here we are now, a couple of years later, getting to be able to go to these other spots that if we were younger, yeah, I'm sure we'd put a little more road time, but being able to have connections and homies of homies, and then people that you play with here, just having that fluid relationship is pretty awesome. And seeing it come to life, especially in the Midwest.
Finally being a part of a scene that we worshipped our whole life is really cool and humbling. Honestly, it's like
it's very accepting, and if you are putting your all into that music and then showing that you're worth, or not even worth, but just willing to do the work and go out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Is people are going to be more than happy to fucking rub elbows. It's been a very fun and as he's just said prior a few times, humbling. It's nice to know that it's a real community and it's not just
not metal gods in the fucking
it's not like a very gatekeepy, like, oh, like, no, like, you have to earn your like, you have to earn your rights no matter what you do. Like,
but like, there's no one setting you up for failure,
right?
Really. I mean, there's like certain people, but it's pretty easy to spot. But no, like, I don't know, meeting like the Jungle Rot dudes or like Terrence.
Really nice. I was so scared to walk into that room, and like I think I was like grabbing a beer or something, and I was like, I'm sorry, and they're like, what are you talking? They're like, you're fine. And I was like, okay, like,
dude, I don't blame you.
When we played with
the same way.
Suffocation, we bumped elbows with
we
Terrence and
hung out with him like
we hung out with him for like an hour. It was so sick. Yeah. He was the coolest guy. He was cracking jokes the whole time.
All night.
Well, we kept bumping into him and stuff. Yeah. And then we were helping out with pictures.
But no, they're just dudes, you know. At the end of the day,
it really that was what I was getting to. Thank you. It was teaching me that everyone's human. Like I very much, I think more than anyone in the band, like worshipped these metal gods. Like I was like, Dimebag was all over my fucking wall as a kid. Like,
we both had shirts.
Yeah. Like, dude, like worship these people, and to meet a few of them is like, and then they're just like, the normal humans is so cool. It's just like
it's unbelievable.
Makes the world much smaller.
I totally agree there. And I mean, you guys kind of answered that question already, but putting yourselves into these sort of situations where you feel like you're shaken out of your freaking shoes, like, would you say that that's a good way to give yourself like nerves of steel, or does that just not go away? Do you just got to tough it out?
For me,
it never goes away. We have a good friend of Alex's, but a good friend of the band, I would say. I've known him for a while as well. But this gentleman, one time we were jamming, I was like, sorry, I'm a little nervous that you're here. It was like right in the beginning of the band. And he's like, good, don't ever fucking lose that. The second you lose that, your band's over. Yeah. And that has always kind of stuck with me. So like every show I get the nerves and stuff, but like you just learn how to like get through it. And for me, it's literally the second like the lights come down and shit. It's a light switch, man. And all of a sudden I'm Lindsay Lohan of deathmetal, you know what I mean? Like, it's
or if we're playing like multiple shows within a run, or like like a couple months stretch, everything becomes just that easier.
When you do a few shows in a row, or even like just the Weekend Warrior thing,
instead of just go, okay, I gotta do things right and also have fun and also like kind of maybe impress someone. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but like
you never know.
You always get the nerves, but the nerves are more like, there's another good quote. I think it's from Kyle from Undeath. I can't remember where I heard this from, but he said nerves are just, or like being nervous is just displaced excitement. Or something like that.
That's what I like.
Where it's like you're actually just really excited. You just don't know why you're this excited, kind of thing, and it feels weird.
So it's like caring too much.
Yeah. You're a fucking empath for death metal.
Yeah. I'll say though, like besides just the general, because that's always that's I think always going to be a thing. Always going to be really appreciative to see like. Again, those little steps and all those pebbles really add up to be something somewhere. Every single time we do something a little bit bigger for ourselves, you know, and it's always going to be nerve wracking. It's never really going to settle in. It takes a couple of weeks, maybe a year later, where you look back and you go, "Fuck, that's cool."
Yeah,
like but
that was very much
like you don't let yourself live in it, and trying to get better at that. But
yeah, I feel like the last few years where we were really busy, before like recording and stuff, I kind of let that fly by. I had such blinders on, like it was almost like letting friendships slip, letting shit. I was just so like, okay, fucking, we're doing this. And then now looking back at it, I'm like, wow, that was so cool. I really wish I kind of more like experienced that
at the time.
Yeah. But it's really cool to look back at, and I still remember all of it, which is another cool thing. We don't really. That's one thing with being older, where we don't really party or anything. At least like crazy. Like we'll drink some beers, shit like that. But we're not like when we were in our fucking early 20s. Holy shit.
Yeah. Lucky if you remember the next day.
Yeah.
But
I got all that on my system pretty early on too. Like
that's
by the
good,
time
man.
I was 20 years old, I was like not. I mean, I could.
Well, the way to
drink
do
maybe
it
like
is
3
to
beers.
not do it at all. But yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's fair.
I always heard it really well from Special Lady, Second Mother.
It was just good for the kids.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, you might as well get it out of your system while you're young, because when you're older and you do it, you look pretty fucking stupid.
That's a very good point. That's something we all come to learn, That's
yeah, you might as well do it while you're not in the face of everyone and yourself. Like you can.
We've all been in college,
that trauma. For nerves though, coming up to shows, I'll say personally to date, since it was a little more personal, the Jungle Rot one, that was our first really like, oh shit, this is a pretty notable thing, and we're fortunate enough to be a part of this. Mall was also big.
All the mall shows. Fargo was also pretty. Playing in Fargo for me was crazy because of playing that far away from home. It could have been to 2 people. I would have been like, oh my god, I'm fucking playing in Fargo, which was just it was so cool. It was so cool.
But I'll say the one to date that hasn't even happened though is that 6 Feet Under, Fuming Mouth, and Flesher. That's
that one's gonna be crazy.
It didn't feel it didn't feel real at the moment, and I think even coming up to this point, it's out in August and it still is slowly setting in every week. And it's like, okay,
August 15th.
Okay.
Guys, I totally forgot about that because like I was just so busy thinking and chatting with you guys. But like, dude, when I first learned that you guys were opening for 6 Feet Under and Fumer, dude, I like half fell on my chair, and then I literally went and texted like three different people right away. Like the 3 people I know care about this music at all. Yeah.
Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because like none of us really expected it. They announced it.
It was almost like man, maybe.
Yeah. Like so Leighton announced it and he posted the flyer. I was just like, need an opener? And he was like, yeah. And he just hit me up. It was literally like, it's that quick.
Hell yeah, dude. That's great.
Yeah, it was sick. And it's cool. Dude, Fuming Mouth for me, as far as like an HM2 band, Fuming Mouth was huge for me. Like them and Gate Creeper blew my head off. I was like, oh my god, people are doing this again? Because I was really into like Dismember and Entombed and later on into Grave. So when they brought that kind of thing back, and then Fuming Mouth having that like hardcore element, because I'm a punk kid at the end of the day. I was really into that. So to play with them is crazy. Flesher, when they first came out, dude, we were so stoked on them. We're like, we got to play some shows. And we've tried a few times and it hasn't been able to work. So now that we're able to do that.
I mean, they got bigger and better stuff. So good for them,
Yeah, dude.
They rip. I'm very excited to play with them. And then obviously 6 Feet fucking Under, like Chris Barnes, legendary. Dude. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm gonna punish you, dude. Like, what's happening? Sorry.
I know it sounds a little bit cringy, but is there any chance that I'd be able to like I don't know, bring that guitar that I bought from you and have you sign it at the show. I know I could
Dude,
probably try and do
absolutely.
it any time. Like I was thinking in my head, like, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd be able to even drive to him and have him sign
Oh,
it for me.
dude, fucking come on by.
Yeah,
I'll sign. I told you through text. I'll sign anything with body parts, unless they're severed.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, so if you do
gonna be a
have something
killer night.
severed, that's fine.
Yeah. If you got a kidney or whatever, I'll sign it. But don't ask me to sign your tits.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, man. Maybe if I bring a check.
Even then, no way.
Yeah,
no
no.
No way. I'm a not married man.
oh yeah. I'm definitely not gonna harass you into that, man. Don't want you getting into no trouble there.
No, that'd be sick. I mean, definitely slide through.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a ripper. I'm so excited for that show. It's not even funny. Also, very excited. We're playing in Chicago at Reggie's for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Chicago ever, but also Reggie's.
Yeah, isn't your nickname Reggie,
I'm probably
dude?
butchering it, but it's Gotia, Ritual Fog, Defense Wound. And there's one more band, and I'm forgetting the name. Shit. I'm so sorry. I forgot the other band, but they all fucking ripped so goddamn hard. There might not actually be another band. There might be. I don't know. But either way, I'm so excited for that show. Chicago's like a fucking second home to me. It's like I always joke that I want a vacation apartment there because I live out in the woods in Green Bay.
Yeah.
So I want an apartment in the city to get mad about parking tickets and shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me or not. Before, isn't your nickname Reggie, dude? Yeah, it means Reggie's gonna be playing at Reggie's, dude.
It's a whole inside joke. I was just looking for a good like Instagram handle, and I was watching King of the Hill, and there's an episode where Hank Hill's niece she does like the puppet show thing, and all of a sudden there's like no views and stuff. So she's like, "What the fuck?" And it's because everybody's going more like hip hop or whatever, you know.
Yep.
And so she makes her puppets more like hip hop and shit, and it's getting attention. And the bad boy penguin, his name was Reggie the bloke. So that is where I got my Instagram handle. I said I wasn't gonna say that story if it came up, but I already did it. So.
Hey, I was able to imagine the episode, the scene right away.
Oh yeah,
iconic, yeah. Yeah. And mine also not really a nickname, but somehow has become my handle for everything.
No, that was a nickname I gave you.
No, it was a heavy inebriated party, and everyone kind of ended up with what's your rap name, but like not rap name. And there's Lucy Left Eye of TLC. And so it's Luke Left Eye, and it just.
No, dude, that's fire, dude.
Yeah.
You know, that's the sort of debauchery that I really get down with, instead of like all the destruction people, dude. Just like a couple beers, some joking around, throwing some darts.
It was a lot of beers. It was so many beers that I don't think anyone would understand.
Wisconsin garage event, and then that's how we live around here. So.
Yeah. Dude, it was that night. I remember someone there was like, "It's a lifestyle," and I was like, "Oh fuck, we're doing this tonight."
Wisconsin's killer for that stuff, man. Like, I don't drink as heavy as I used to.
I just heard a good term. We live.
Oh, that's good though. That's good.
I heard a good term. We liver box. That's what Wisconsinites are about. We're liver boxers.
No, I'm definitely trying to be smarter now, though.
Yeah. I
put on the brakes. Had a little too much fun in the 20s, but.
The 1920s.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys aren't that old. Come on now. You guys You guys are young yet, dude. Like shit.
Oh. No, honestly, that is that's true. Although when you're in the death metal game and you see some of these kids in Wisconsin coming up, I mean, we can call them kids, but like awesome young bucks, man, you start to feel a little phased out real quick.
Yeah, but then you play with some other like bands, and then it's like you're the young bucks.
No, yeah, absolutely. I guess I'm just trying to say that death metal is very, very widespread. I mean, like age is.
You're playing with anything from like a 60-year-old dude to like fucking high school kids, which is fucking sick. I think it's so sick that death metal is not finally, but it's getting the attention again that it deserves. I think it's the coolest genre of metal.
I think it's the genre that brings like the young and the old together for sure. Just through music, like everybody's able to chat about albums and songs and bands and concepts.
It's got a good history, you know.
Yeah,
I think that's super important.
And it's kind of the last genre of like complete or subgenre, I should say, of like complete, like a completely original take. Like everything after that was like a sub of death metal,
right,
metal,
yeah.
Or
it was
whatever. And I feel like death metal was kind of one of the last, at least, to be OG
and uncensored.
It's cool to pay an ode to it and then put our drop in the bucket.
Yeah. I'd say like uncensored, like unadulterated truth on top of it, you know, like you look at the pop
There's
scene
that sweet,
nowadays.
Florida news
thing. Look at what?
Said look at the pop scene nowadays and all that.
Oh,
like the only time I could ever like pop was like, I don't know, back in like the actual 80s.
Oliver Tree, I will say that.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Oliver Tree.
Well, I was thinking more like even David Bowie. Like that was like music,
well,
you know.
I'll say like honestly, oddly enough, not Alex is kind of the same way, but like I'll say I'm probably the most diverse in my off listening. I don't listen to a lot of death metal, especially lately. I mean, I make sure I keep relevant, and I get in my moods. But I do get a lot of stuff, like inspirationally from random other sorts of music, as long as it's good, of course. You know, like whether it's pop or it's jazz or whatever. But
I've been on a huge Andre Nicotina kick lately, so I've been on like just like
old
OG rap.
Yeah, right. Well,
it all plays its part, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But back on the topic more so, like I feel like a lot of other genres just like are a lot more, I don't know, fake, kind of sugar coated.
Oh yeah,
all the way down to the lyrics they're allowed to talk about or what have you. You know, it seems like
you can get away with whatever in death metal, kind of.
Yeah, and some stuff is very, very curated, and it's very obviously established a certain way for a reason. And yeah, there's very few outlets that is able to get away with being art still, you know, without just having certain boundaries that they're stuck playing with, or trying to deliver a certain message to a certain group, or whatever it have be, you know, like
I call it writing yourself into a corner, you know. That's what I like to call that as a term.
Sure.
Writing yourself into a corner, quote unquote, you know.
Yeah.
I like that death metal is one of those genres where like you don't have to be emotionally tied to it or anything, you know what I mean? Like you can just be an author.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
A lot of our stuff is honestly, it's just stories we like to make, whether it's something we're thinking about, you know, not tethering too much emotional or anything else into it, but like
whether it's storytelling, then it is like a purging of emotions. And I mean, there's some of that in there, but it's not a ton.
It's music, you're gonna have it. There's thoughts, you're gonna have it. Some stuff you want to talk about, but most of it is a lot of storytelling, but also making interesting stories that envelops things you're curious about, you know. But also, not to make it anything more than that.
Right.
You know?
That's pretty sweet, actually. It's just a whole nother take on the genre, really.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of all the different takes at this point.
Sure.
With all these bands.
Well, and like, you know, there's a lot of people, want to be political and stuff. And we were like, well, we're never going to be that. But we just want to, we want to tell good stories, just like the music we're writing that we want to listen to. And, you know, so like, actually, we didn't even touch that. A lot of stuff in the first album was H.P. Lovecraft inspired.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Which, I mean, that's not a new take by death metal in any case at all. But
a different tone, you know. Like let's just say Metallica's done the same thing. But come on, like Metallica's enjoyable to listen to.
There's a few bands.
Yeah,
I guess people have done it, but it's just a different shade, a different, I don't know, think of it as like your take on it, you know.
Yeah Well,
nothing wrong
more
with that.
So relating to like just telling a story the way you want it to be, you know.
Right.
Just making something cool that you want to be a part of.
Well, my last question that I wanted to ask.
Are we able to take a break at all?
Actually, I was about to end this because
Okay,
it's
I
gone
just
on
gotta
for about
piss
an
like a
hour.
son of a
Oh,
bitch.
yeah,
I'm
I
not
can
trying to
run
keep you
right
guys
over
on the
there,
line
and then-
forever here.
No, you're cool.
Kind of a silly question here. What kind of guitars do you guys like really prefer to use with your music? Do you guys like use different body shapes of guitars? Do you guys like what kind of
It's
tunings?
mostly like pointy stuff and you know, the X shape kind of thing. I got an old Epiphone Flying V. So I like that, but I like they're all kind of still extreme. They're just like the classic extremes too.
Right.
But like we both grew up on Strats, some
Yeah,
Kellys,
I
some other
played
Fenders.
soloists a lot growing up, and I still love the style, and it's something I could get back into. But in the band so far, yeah, we played obviously a lot of shapes, and it's kind of went BC Rich heavy, especially now.
Right.
There's, he's playing some wires at some point. I was playing a 7-string Mockingbird. That's something else. We also transitioned to 6-string, and we're still staying at B standard. But yeah, so definitely the birds seem to be taking over the last
Yeah, they fit right. They sound fucking awesome. They kind of feel like a Strat is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up on a Strat, they're just
And even the Mockingbird, I mean, it's a little fatter neck, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know, it's so
got a vintage vibe to it.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to hear all this because really all the same gear you guys are into, I love just as well. Well, besides all the
Yeah.
pedals, because I don't know how to use all that so well. But I mean, all right. I'm gonna let you guys go now. I've kept you here for an hour. Bro needs to go piss. I don't want to keep y'all here all night.
No, awesome. It's been great.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was awesome chatting with you guys. I hope you don't mind if this goes up on social media at all. I promise not to clip farm it.
Yeah.
Please do.
You're good.
All right. Well, I hope y'all have a good night. I hope y'all take care.
Hell
You
yeah,
too.
dude.
Be good.
Oh yeah.
Be good.
See you,
Be
Trev.
excellent
care,
to
y'all.
each other.